And we are live, I believe, here at an even more secret location than normal. Night. Hopefully everything's looking, sounding good for you guys out there. I've got my man Tony Drewry, who drove all the way in from West Texas just to drink some beer with us.
555 miles.
555 miles, 55 miles an hour the whole time, right? So exactly 11 hours.
Perfect.
And then my man Jeff Fryman. I'm Sam Wynn. This is Growlersations episode 9. We've got beer and we are drinking it. We've got, I think that's Honey Lager. And then
haven't had this one yet.
Honey Lager, you guys have heard about that one before by Brain Dead. We've also got Sword in the Crown, which is our rye ESB, which is also the second time that one has arrived for us. And we are ready to start drinking some beer. Oh yeah, Anton.
Already started.
Anton, tap him for me, Bigby. Will you tap him for me? Oh, there we go. There you go. Can't forget that part. Yeehaw. And I can't see it right here, but I believe that it's there.
I believe it. Just gotta believe, man.
So Tony, you came in today. Tell us who you are, man. Tony Drewry.
My name's Tony, and I'm just a guy. I'm just a desert hippie now. I don't really do anything anymore. According to Jeff, I sit around and watch fires every night. He's like, it must be nice. I'm like, well, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Tony is a good friend of mine / ours, and has been around the Texas beer scene as long as there's been a Texas beer scene, all the way back to the roots back at RAR back in the day, one of the OGs of the Texas craft scene. And got the volume on there. That's no good. Yeah, and. Cool. And so Tony's been around for a long time. He just recently headed out to West Texas to call Terlingua home. Is that actually the town that you
So
claim?
I told some guy yesterday I was from Terlingua. He thought it was in South America and told me all the things that he felt about America. And I was like, no, but it's in America, man.
Let me tell you a little bit about the state that you're in right now.
Yeah. So it's about we're probably about 15 miles north of the Mexican border.
How long you been out there now?
Full time since June.
Full time since June. So
yeah.
So 6 months of real deal desert living.
Man, the real deal.
If it isn't watching fires, then what is it?
Well, I mean, it's building. That's a large part. Building fires. There's not really any trees out there, so there's a very limited amount of firewood.
Yeah. Photographing fires.
Taking a lot of photos of fires. Stars, teepees.
Shower installations.
Chacos every day. Like I still have a Chaco tan. It's almost January, isn't it? I don't even know what day it is. There is no time and distance out there. You just kind of exist.
West Texas.
You just be.
I like that.
We're about to throw the first ever beer fest out there, though.
Nice.
That's actually happening?
The Big Bender is happening.
The Big Bender.
Yeah.
All right. When's that going to be?
That's March 17th of
Great name.
2018.
March 17th.
Well, it's Big Bender than all the other beer fests in Texas, so we figured it was appropriate.
Hey, that's coming quick.
I mean, no offense to Festival or anything.
Unlimited samples is all just going to be drinking straight from the
free for all. So I haven't got an email back from you guys about participation, but no big deal.
Well, that's where you messed up. You emailed us.
I called too.
There you go.
Jeff Fryman.
So James Walker wants to know where you can get that hat.
You can't. Well, no, you can. You can. They sell these patches in the store down at Terlingua. I got this patch put on this cool hat. They don't sell good hats. They sell cool patches, bad hats. So I got my guy here, Morgan Mercantile, Chance Morgan, in Fort Worth. He makes all my stuff for me.
So Big Bender, where is the Big Bender actually held?
In the ghost town at a place called the Boathouse.
Whoa.
Historic. Not really historic.
Terlingua
historic.
The
ghost town is historic. The Boathouse is just like the coolest old bar that's not open anymore.
How do you buy tickets to the Big Bender?
Well, you don't yet, but we'll have them online soon.
Smoke signals.
BigBender.org.
Smoke signals.
Yeah, smoke signals work really well out there. You can see a lot of things from a long way in the desert. It snowed. I saw that.
So, also the Terlingua Adventure Beer Company.
For real.
Actually chartered its first proper charter with the with the money being exchanged with like $1, right?
Well, we've had several since then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're actually.
Well, we
selling
kind of accidentally realized that this guy was our first customer. Like, he wasn't intentionally our first. He's a guy we met normally during October. I'd be in Denver for the Great American Beer Fest for the last, I don't even know how many years. And this year I cut it a little short to, I didn't go so we could stay and do a longer river trip down the Rio Grande. And we ran into a guy who had just won a couple medals at GABF, which was weird to me. Like, well, it's a weird place to run into you. Well, why don't you just go on the river with us for like 3 hours tomorrow and we'll drop you off? And he says, all right. That 3 hours, within 3 hours, we showed this guy how we do it and convinced him to go another 3 days.
3 days extension.
And then he came up and he stayed. He spent the night on Chef David's. He spent the night on Chef David's couch. Like I said, I gave him a couple of shit dang stickers. I told him they were shit dang tickets. And he's like, "What? These are stickers, man.
These will rent you
like
space on a
just
couch."
take them to these places and just."
In most major Texas cities.
And it worked. He kept texting me. He's like, "I can't believe these shit dang tickets work, man." I'm like, "They're stickers, man."
Yeah.
They're just
So
stickers.
we're well, I'll get back to the 3 for 3 on shit dangers,
All right.
but so you've got
True.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to get you all in the same place. Trying to get you all in the
Never
same
happened.
place.
It's never happened.
We talked last week about how I was born of the fire of the first hat that you guys burned as your part of your ritual.
That was you?
You accidentally
I was
created.
born of the fire.
You accidentally created me.
We done with this thing yet?
It's one down, one's in the glass.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So first one always goes a little better than the second.
I'm pretty proud of this.
Terlingua Adventure Beer Company. You're selling rafting tours. If anybody,
No,
is there a website?
that is not true.
No, it's
It
just
is a state of mind.
all right.
We are not a business. We are not for hire. It is a place to be and a place to show up. And it's been called a lot of things, and it's a work in progress. I mean,
All right.
honestly, and I won't tell you anymore until you come to the desert and sit around a fire with me, drink some beer.
Go check out the
We
big,
gonna like it.
the big bender coming up in the middle of March, and make sure to plan some extra days out there for.
Beer castle, man. I mean, I'm serious. We're building a beer castle.
We're building a beer castle.
Come on, man.
I like it.
And a beer museum. You guys want to throw some stuff in on the Texas Beer Museum out in the beer castle in the middle of the desert?
Sure, I've got some.
Now's
cool,
the time to start talking.
I've got some cool old stuff that I'd like to
start.
submit to that.
Starting up there.
So that is a charter member growler right
is.
there. Tony is one of our charter members. Charter members is a very meaningful group of people to us because there would be no Brain Dead without our charter members. We ran out of money building this place, and we reached out to the people that loved us and asked for an exchange of money for future return.
And I didn't have any money, so I put the glycol in.
Yeah, he took his plumbing experience. You might be able to see some of the beautiful
I
glycol
think
work.
Drew did all
Tony,
that.
Yeah.
Tony didn't do any of this, but
The old
the
stuff, the old
next
stuff.
door, the OG stuff.
You're too
next
far
door.
away. We
Right.
thought about it.
We should have called. I could always
We'll
use
just
another night in the mash
Take
tub.
video. How do we do this part?
But charter members are very special to us, and they get advance notice of beer dinners and things like that. So, pretty good time.
And this cool ass growler. I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah, that thing.
It's some action.
I've never seen one that's seen action like that before.
Yeah.
That
Awesome. I'm
looks
proud.
like some old
should
lambics
be.
I've seen in like Belgian cellars.
This has been to probably, I don't know, 30 different breweries across the state. I did put other people's beer in it.
It's okay. Good. I'd put other people's beer in it too.
I mean, I usually take it with your beer in it,
Yeah.
and then I empty it with them, and then fill it with their beer.
So in Belgium, this
Makes
little
it
ring
taste
around
better.
the outside, in Belgium they have bottle recycling centers, but they're not actually recycling, they're like reusing centers.
Right.
You return the bottles back to whatever your closest brewery is, and they clean them, and then they redistribute them like by the shape and by which bottle it is back off to the right people. Sometimes it's the wrong one. You can see the wrong label on the wrong bottle, and they just let it go.
So you're telling me you can clean glass?
Yeah, there's
Did you know that in Alabama they just legalized glass growlers like 2 years ago? You could buy a milk jug of PBR up until that point, but they didn't think you could clean glass, so it wasn't legal. So they just legalized that in Alabama. Woohoo! Woo! Yeah, you get it, guys.
In Oxford, Mississippi, where Ole Miss University is, they're not allowed to sell cold beer. Well, like at a bar.
Yeah.
But you have to
At a
buy
bar.
it. You have to buy, if you buy a case of beer at the grocery store or the gas station, it has to be served warm. And the old story is that
Hot beer get you drunk faster?
the guy that owned the ice factory back in the day, someone Snopes this for me, but the
Come on,
guy who
live,
owned
please.
the guy who owned the ice machine
Someone
back in the
Snope
day
it.
was the mayor of Oxford, and he made it illegal to sell cold beer, so everybody had to go to his ice factory.
I think that's an important lesson, that all laws that are on the books were some dude with money that didn't want people fighting with him over his money.
Well, we talked about Denver earlier.
Come get my
I'm getting
ice.
weird out in the desert, guys. I learned
Have
a
you
lot
heard
of
all
things.
those Denver airport conspiracy theories?
Oh, man, don't get me started right now.
There's some good ones.
Is there a podcast? I got a long drive home.
That horse that's out front on inauguration day at Denver Airport, the head fell off of it and it killed the sculptor that created that
That's
sculpture.
what you get. That's it.
And there's something like hundreds of millions of tons of concrete have driven into the facility, but they can't account for where all of it went. And,
Whoa.
yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff.
See?
But
What does that have to do with beer?
it doesn't. It has to do with drinking. It has to do with drinking beer and the conversations that
Cheers.
ensue. You never know what's going to happen when you're drinking beer, and that's what we're doing. So you talked about earlier. We kind of skipped over GABF, and one of the major aspects of Texas beer being on the scene is a thing that is still called the beer liner, but was called the beer liner. And Tony was the captain of it for 5 years, 6 years,
7?
5 to 7.
Nobody really, I don't even know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind
a
of like how
conspiracy.
old the
It's kind of a
common
really
table
long
is.
blur.
5, 6, 7.
It's such an infamous thing now. I've heard rumors around Austin that Davis sold it.
Oh yeah.
The guy
For more than it's
the
worth.
guy from the Left Hand Brewing Company, those good people. They broke the beer liner once. They tried for a long time, and then they finally did it. But one of the guys that works for Left Hand that now lives in Austin and works there, he actually told me, he's like, man, it's really sad that Davis sold the beer liner, man. I was like, what? I don't know about that. So
True.
Well,
Snopes?
that. Someone Snopes that too.
Hey, well, I smoked it. It's not true.
So the beer liner used to be a bus or that had taps on the side and everything, and Tony would drive it up to Denver, and a lot of times there would be donated or gifted beer from local breweries. Brain Dead was involved with them, but even before Brain Dead was in our operation, Tony was taking beers up to Colorado. Every year in Denver, Great American Beer Festival is like the greatest beer festival in the world.
Dare we say the Super Bowl?
Second to Festival. Festivals number 1, and then
Can't say
Great
that.
American Beer Festival
And
number
soon to
2.
be Big Bender.
And then Big Bender's number 3, even though it hasn't happened yet. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Big
fair.
Texas Beer Fest Index Untapped. Blah, 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 blah. That's my speed limit about my disclaimer. Anyways, I love all those things. Great American Beer Festival, all you can drink. Great beer festival. There's like 900 breweries represented, 5,000 different beers or something like that this year.
80,000 people farting in the same room.
Yeah, Charlie Papazian started that thing 35 years ago.
In a hotel.
33,
Yeah.
More like, yeah.
So now everybody gets together, and Colorado, one of the beautiful things about Colorado is the old director of the Brewers Association is now actually the governor of the state. And
Take
it
it
was
easy.
really cool getting to see the keynote speaker at an award ceremony for a beer festival be the governor of the state that we were in, and really speaking passionately about beer and how beer can help the economics of cities and states and everything. And it was really a magical thing to see. I don't really know what his politics are, but hearing that guy, it really made me happy. Tony used to drive that van up there. They sell 80,000 tickets over 3 days to Great American Beer Festival, and Tony would take this van and park and give out free samples. Hey, Spencer. Give out free samples of Anton Kila,
We
Spencer.
used to
No,
call
my-
it the Texas American Beer Festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he
They're
would give
sad.
out beer
Yeah.
samples. It used to be illegal, and it was like on the side of the road.
You know, like, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Questionably legal.
And then we got caught.
We were on the side of the road giving out free beer. Oh, no, that was a while ago. Giving out free beer. You're good. And giving out free samples of beers to people that were of age on next to Falling Rock down on Blake Street in Denver, and then it even evolved into further connection with Pints for Prostates. I had my triglycerides were through the roof after I got a blood test at a beer festival. I was intoxicated while I was.
I saw you. I have a great photo of you that day, actually.
Good. Please connect me to it. And it was a really great thing, and Tony really did a lot for helping spread the gospel of Texas craft beer, if you will, to surrounding states, particularly Colorado, with all of that.
That's all I've ever tried to do is shine a little light on what's going on in Texas, man.
The parking lot was sad without you guys this year.
Do you know Budweiser wanted that parking lot, and the guy that owned it or that managed it liked our little grassroots nonprofit so much that he told him no 2 years in a row. He's like, nah, hey, these guys, they're cool.
Well, the star of the show since you left was Melvin Brewing Company from Wyoming.
Yeah.
Hot damn, those guys have that brain dead spirit burning down in their heart. And it was really great to see the energy that they brought. They were driving around the beer festival with a band on a flatbed trailer behind before.
Nice.
Inside they had the thing. Melvin Brewing Company. It's not available for sale in Texas, but you should definitely check it out because it's pretty cool. I don't have a timer going. Does anybody know what time it is?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know what that means? Can I say that word?
Yeah. Central Track, cool.
Can you say fuck?
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck your wall.
Fuck
Hey,
your
Donnie, I
wall.
hope you're watching.
Ah, Murrow as well. I was wondering what that was.
Hey, I got a song. I'll send you guys a link soon. It's called Fuck Your Wall.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, speaking of songs, you are of Shotgun Friday fame.
Hey, we're playing our only our fourth gig of the year, maybe the fifth.
Hey.
Friday night at the Armory. Here in Deep Ellum.
Armory, Deep Ellum, Friday night. What time is that?
10 o'clock, no cover.
10 o'clock, no cover. I don't know, probably not
Say
a
you're
cover.
on the list.
Yeah, say Tony sent you. You're Anton's
I saw it on
friend.
Central Track.
You're Anton's friend from Central Track. And,
Seriously, we haven't
he
played
said
together
you're
in like 4 months. You definitely want to see this.
It is Hill Hop, right?
Beergrass Hill Hop.
Beergrass Hill.
I don't even know what it is. People always ask me like, "What do you guys play?" I'm like,
Well, that's
I
what
don't
it is.
know, man. We
Beergrass
just-
hip hop.
we drink a lot of beer and see what happens. Kind of like what you guys are doing.
They've got a guy that has an electric washboard that he built himself. It's got pots and pans, and he wired it and straight up made.
And
He's got thimbles on his
He
fingers.
plays it through a wah pedal, a flanger, and a phaser. Like, I say that to a washboard player.
If you
and
know
he
what
said,
that means,
What?
if you know what that means, I'm sure it's cool.
Yeah. If you
Wash
like,
yourself.
oh yeah,
Wash yourself.
wash yourself. He does do all our laundry, so that's kind of cool too.
While plugged in, do you have any tracks of that? Is
No,
that
it's not electrified. Like you gotta do that shit.
Ambient,
like,
B,
analog.
the ambient
Dangerous.
B-side of Shotgun Friday is like mood, like
shit!
India-esque mood jams of some submersion going on there. All right.
Man, this is the most
No?
fun I've had all. Well, no, that's not true. Like, I went and saw Star Wars earlier.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
you laughed this much during that last Star Wars. That was-
I actually did. It's pretty funny.
I liked it.
There's a couple of good.
I want to eat
couple
one
good
of
jokes
those animals that they were trying to make look cute.
in it. If you didn't like the new Star Wars, you're trying too hard, man. It was
I
a
bet.
easily watchable movie.
It looked damn tasty while it was about to get eaten. Seemed like
This
can't
guy
wait,
like
cross between-
murders people with his hands and then can't eat that little chicken thing. He's like, oh, they look so cute. What?
He's a conscience.
Well,
Chewie?
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
he's-
man.
Yeah, but he's
got a heart
I'm
of
sure,
gold.
like he's murdered people like for less, just like punching like.
the Wookiees of Kashyyyk have had a really bloody battle, and the original Return of the Jedi was not supposed to be
See,
Ewoks.
you're
Right.
taking it
It
too
was
far,
supposed
man.
It was supposed to be on Kashyyyk with the Wookiees,
Yeah,
and it
it
was
would've
going
been
to
a
be
bad
like
idea.
a bloody, like real
Yeah.
deal. I want like
I knew I
episode.
shouldn't have brought up Star Wars.
The new one needs to be. They need to do.
It doesn't need to be anything.
Where they do the Han Solo backstories.
It is
the next
what it
one,
is.
The new
It doesn't
off
need
ones.
to be. It
No, but
already
they need
is.
to do an off story of the real Battle of
Call
Kashyyyk
'em.
that should
Call
have
'em and let 'em
been indoor. The indoor battle that never happened. Yeah.
Dear
I'm gonna-
Disney.
Dear Diary. You mean?
I want to read your diary so bad.
You know.
Hey, I'm keeping a diary now. You just wait
Good
for
for
it.
you. I can't
Read
wait.
some pages.
I can't wait. The
I
pages.
should have ripped out a couple of.
Let you zoom in there.
Yeah.
The
It's not very easy to read though. Just
It better not be.
they get weird.
It won't be
Stay up late.
remembered if it's easy to read.
I burned half of it.
Yeah, you memento yourself sometimes. You
Yeah.
like go through and like review it.
No.
And you burn that day and redo your diary
Right.
to like to alter the past.
I told you, man. Shit's weird out in the desert.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you guys think I'm just saying that, but it's true.
I believe it.
I believe you. So you are the third shit danger we've had on in a row.
And you're like the arch nemesis too.
Well,
That's rough, man. Like I feel like something's going on here.
last week we talked about how I told people that I'm gonna kill you someday.
I watched it, and I was apprehensive about showing up today.
No, I want to get you on the show before I kill you. I mean,
That's cool. So you're a serial killer.
Fair enough.
Not yet. I haven't killed anybody
You
yet.
got a method though. You're
I'm
more,
a serial killer in training.
you will be a serial killer.
CKIT is what
Oh,
we call it.
nice,
Yeah, we have.
man.
There's only,
like a new level
it's only
of,
8 deaths. It'll be fine.
Well, you know, you're doing the Luke Skywalker thing. You've gone off into the wilderness. and-
Wow. I'm honored that you made
Run it
that
back.
analogy.
Yeah. So you know, I'm.
So it's not really me. I'm just like I'm in
gonna
the
kill you on your
I'm in the
home turf.
desert right now, floating above my fire
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah.
No, man, we're in my garage, bro.
I'm not gonna kill you in Dallas. I'm gonna kill you in the desert.
Where are we, man?
I dare you to try. Come to me on my home turf and kill me.
I'm gonna go out there and hang out, and you're gonna like clang your thing, and like torches are gonna
Yeah.
start lighting
Fuck.
around.
What I've learned is it's really easy to kill someone in the desert. It's just really hard to get away with it.
That's what you've learned? Jeez.
No,
That's the only thing I've learned.
Your rival rafting company had a story along those lines.
There's no rival rafting company. I'm not a rafting company. I'm
Well,
just a
there's
rafter.
but
No,
do
there
you
is
want
a-
to tell
there's-
the inside story?
No,
of
I
the
don't
rafting
because because there's a TV show about it, but there's like a lot of actual real people's feelings involved in that. You should come out there and meet some of those people and see how that actually affected a real community of people.
Hey,
It's weird stuff, man.
I've seen it. I've seen
Man,
deaths
we're definitely
happen
drinking
before.
plenty of beer.
Yeah, that's what happens. We get real. Things happen when you drink a growler of beer.
Or two, as the case seems to be.
I think this is the first episode where I haven't drank 80% of the beer. Oh well, no, 60% of the beer.
Well, see, here's the thing. I eat food really slow, but I drink whatever I'm drinking really fast.
You at least drink while you talk. Everybody else just sits there while Jeff and I like fill space and drink and.
I just sit here.
Oh, I'm glad I
He
can
just
make
sits,
it.
he sits
man.
here and
Holy
knocks the beers down.
It's like, I'm here for you guys, man. Hey.
Thank you. So what else is going on? Anything? You got Shotgun Friday just playing at the Armory. What was the day of that again?
Oh, that's Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday
We've got
night.
New Year's Eve coming here at Brain Dead. New Year's Eve at midnight. We will do a $3 shotgun. You can come and
love
I would
you guys.
imagine get here a little before midnight. But instead of a champagne toast, we will be legally distributing shotgun beers that have been opened
Do you
by a
guys need to borrow
TBC
the-
certified
Yeah.
server. We just have been
Before
a little
poker.
bit creative with which hole that we opened of the
Loophole.
beer. And for $3, you can come shotgun a beer with us at midnight. It'll be a really good time. Nice and easy. Everyone's looking for complicated stuff to do on New Year's, but we're just going to drink beer and have a good time. A couple years ago, we tried to shotgun toast every ball drop. We did East Coast at 11, Central at noon, Mountain at 1, and then Pacific at 2 a.m. And that was not.
rough.
Well, we try to foster a safe environment, and that was not
not
doing that. That was
Right.
not how you. That was not how you.
I'm really
was
trying
responsible.
to
So
shotgun more than one beer.
Have you seen the prototype that Scooter made where it
Oh,
pulled it
Scooter
down?
didn't make that. Scooter invented it.
You made
Mike
the
Sump
prototype?
and I built a
Oh,
prototype.
okay.
Mike Sump,
Mike Sump.
stainless steel process piping extraordinaire.
He pokes a nice hole in the wall, I'll say that.
That wasn't him. That was
Yeah.
us.
It looks like it. I mean, no offense.
All right, so
Oh, don't have me chug.
I can't believe Stephanie Meyer didn't ask all that. Like, I guess she did ask a
yeah,
lot.
she was all talk. Stephanie
All
Meyer.
talk.
Stephanie
She asked them all
Meyer's
yesterday.
talk.
I don't even know you anymore, Meyer. I don't even know
No,
you.
thought there was going to be there.
I do. I still know her.
So Tony, so we're just gonna start trying to come up with something that's being consistent now that we're at the end of the growlers. Stones or Beatles? What do you got on the Stones or Beatles category?
I'm a Beatles guy.
Beatles?
And actually,
Hey.
you know what? I just talked to my daughter's in town for the holidays. And,
Sierra
Grace. We were driving down the road, and she's taking a history of rock and roll class in her freshman year of high school in Oklahoma. Like, I went to a cool high school, and they didn't have that.
Who are you looking at? The camera's right there.
But anyway, I was like, so what do you like? And she's like, I'm into Fats Domino, and I'm like, yes. Oh, that's rad.
Right on.
I got some good stories about Fats Domino, but I was like, so, and she said, yeah, the teacher keeps talking about the Rolling Stones. She goes, I just don't get it. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, I like the Stones, but like, I'm a Beatles guy.
Yeah,
like, I was always
Stones
more.
are great.
The Stones are great, but I'm a Beatles guy.
Yeah.
I'm actually more of a Beach Boys guy, but that's a whole Austin Beer guy thing.
Beach Boys, Pet Sounds was the first
Pet
album.
Sounds
That was the
or
first
Sgt.
album to
Pepper's?
ever spend $1 million
Really? That's
on album production.
Think about that though. Pet Sounds or Sgt. Pepper's? Which one was the better album?
Abbey Road.
Well, Sgt. Pepper isn't the best Beatles album, so you know if you want to like.
That's
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
downgrading.
See, that's why I said think about
If
it.
you want to compare Beach Boys' best
Think
with
about
the,
it.
You gotta spend
with
some
the-
time.
with the bronze
That's not something we
outing
can
from
come into
Beatles.
the end of Growlersations with.
Well, what's your favorite album?
My favorite album of who?
Beatles.
Of the
I mean,
Beatles?
but you can pick a different album if you want.
My
But
favorite album of all time?
all time or Beatles, your call. Or
Yeah, I'd
Rolling
probably have to
Stones
say,
if you
like-
like the Rolling Stones better.
I don't know, man. Probably Elvis Christmas. It's pretty good. I mean, he's got Blue Christmas on it, man.
I almost spit all over Anton's nice camera.
I will give you, it's really good. It's really
It's
good.
really good.
Is there any beer left? Are we free and clear?
Here, I'll hook you up.
You can give me some beers. I don't need any more.
No, let's even them out. Let's get like a third and then chug the rest.
Hey,
Everybody
you got
get
it.
like an even amount. Here, let's don't
Oh,
spill it on the iPad.
yeah, let's do it on my iPad. Everybody sample beers over my iPad. Perfect. Yeah, we're
All
good.
right. Well,
Well, thank you once again. At this point, we're pretty sure. Hey, there's still 5 people listening. That's pretty good.
5 people?
I know. I can't
Hey!
even believe it. Spencer's over there. All of y'all are
he's
logged in.
they're
on
logged
your
in
phones.
right now. we gotta up the numbers.
Hey, thank you guys very much for listening. Don't forget, Growlersations is also on YouTube, so go subscribe to that channel. We've got the backlogs. We do
have
the
a
live updates through Central
yeah.
Track. But then once we have time to update the 4K and get some really high def, cool shots, that's where we put it up on the YouTube channel. And then don't forget to go out to Big Bender and hang out with Tony out in the desert. You can build some fires, take pictures of them,
Live
build some
Oak,
teepees.
Real Ale, Hops and Grain, and I think Brain Dead have already confirmed.
Hey, those are the cool kids if I ever heard about it. So.
And we've got a lot more on the list too.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys. Appreciate you being with us. Next time, Talk More, we'll answer those questions. We got this iPad thing down. And we are out.